It's game time. Carthage Tiger Football on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network. Brought to you by Colors by Sean, Mother Road Coffee, Wilkinson Pharmacy, Jeff Hodkin American Family Insurance, The Bob Brown Agency, Tom Garrison Construction, Grace Lanes, Probert Auto Body, eCarthage.com, Jerry Poston State Farm Agent, McDonald's of Carthage, Schmidt Associates, Farm Bureaus Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges, Nell Mortuary, Joe Ryder of Edward Jones, D&D Sexton Incorporated, Community National Bank and Trust, Sirloin Stockade, Beimdick Insurance, Carthage Ford, Carthage Chrysler, Fair Acres YMCA, Pearson Kelly Office Products, Morrison, Webster and Carlton, Reeves Tire and Auto, Drew Evans Investment, Tony Williams State Farm, Peachtree Dental, Boomer's Barbecue, Freeman Health System, Clothesline Cleaner and Car Center of Carthage, Kelly Out Farmers Insurance, Zyder Tech Services, Ott Food Products, Seatown Hounds, Turf Tamers Lawn and Landscaping, 24 Fitness, Ross Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors, and Levi Utter with eXp Realty. And now, Carthage Tiger Football with Jim Taylor and Chris Jackson.
Old timers, it is the Battle of Alternate 71. I'll explain that maybe later, but to the new folks. But good evening, everyone, from Bob Anderson Stadium in Neosho. It is Carthage against Neosho. Down here tonight, I'm Jim Taylor along with Chris Jackson, and boy, it was a stalemate for 2.5 quarters, and then Luke Gall said, enough of this, I'm taking over.
He sure did. He took over with 4 touchdowns in basically a quarter and a half, and became Carthage's offense. And of course the offensive line just stiffened up in that second half. The defense played great all game, and of course a 28-0 victory, Carthage over Carl Junction last week. It is so interesting. Would you call it a Highway 59 battle now?
Yes, I guess so.
Just because 59 ends there at I-44, but goodness gracious, I haven't been to Neosho's in a long time.
In years past, the losers would jump off the old Shoal Creek Bridge or have to dodge the traffic on that old narrow bridge.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that's a bridge that I don't even remember because that was a little bit before me even. I
just remember you're driving back toward Carthage. It's right on the side of the hill, and here comes a truck popping up over from the north.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
not good.
No, not good at all. So glad to have an approved highway, and we'll be glad to see Carthage take on Neosho here at Bob Anderson Stadium.
And Neosho was starting to roll a little bit last week against Webb City, a little bit late, but they scored 3 times on the Cardinal defense, so that's something that they right now we've been talking to them. They're really positive about this team, even though they're 0-2.
That's right. It's probably the most positive 0-2 team you could see, and really a team that is, it's under a first-year head coach. They're building a new system. They're putting new things into play, and the players are really buying into it. And not that they weren't working hard in previous years, but it really seems to be working in their favor for this year.
And we talked to Coach John Gotti about the Carthage Tigers, so we'll hear from him and then be back here in approximately 5 minutes. Down to Neosho tonight for week 3 as Carthage shut out Carl Junction last week. 28-0, shut them out, but a tough time doing it.
Our defense played fantastic. They really did. Right from the bat, we came out. Mike had a big negative yardage play and set the tone, I thought, for our guys up front. Just covered well, pursued well, played hard, fit where they needed to fit. I think CJ ended up with negative rushing yards. Watching those guys the week before, I thought their quarterback was a pretty salty kid, and he extended plays with his legs and made some big runs and scored a couple times on some quarterback runs. And so for our kids to step up and play the way they did defensively, we were really pleased with that.
And I go back to a play there, I think it was early, it was after 14-0 lead. Looked like they had a chance to maybe get back within a score, but Micah Lindsay just tripped him up, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Well, he certainly had a huge night. We had a kid not be able to play because of quarantine on the offensive line, and Micah stepped in and played offensive line, and obviously we know what he can do on defense, but for his first time playing both ways, he got gassed a little bit, but man, he did a fantastic job for us on both sides.
You talked about the negative yardage that also got him into first and second down penalties, which didn't help Carl Junction either.
No, penalties never help you. I don't care who you're playing or what the situation is. You certainly, don't want to play behind the sticks, and, turnovers too. Fumble there on third down on about the 25, 30-yard line, and then we threw two picks. One bounced off our kid's hand and into theirs, and then another one we just didn't get out in time. But, those things, penalties and turnovers are a part of the game. It's a part that you certainly want to clean up every week.
So what do you attribute to the offense for being shut out first half, but then things changed there about midway through the third?
CJ played really well. I did. And I think we talked last week where, those kids are excited to be out there defensively and played hard. And, I didn't think we played very well. You watch film, it's like, man, that wasn't characteristic of what we do. And our kids understand that. And, we made some adjustments there at halftime. And I thought our offensive line did a much better job of blocking and able to get Luke out and let him run a little bit.
And he scored 4 times, and I had it wrote down 188 yards on the 3 carries. 3 of those were touchdowns.
What a night. I think he finished. We had him at 288 with 4 touchdowns. And I don't remember the last time we had a back rush for 288. Last year Luke had a game where week 1 where he was 256 against Ozark, which I thought was fantastic. But, to come out and get that, and like you said, a lot of that was on just a few carries, but really it was quarter and a half, after halftime. He was bottled up pretty much the first half, but to come out and get that type of production there in the second half when we really needed him, to step up and make some plays, really proud of Luke.
Had the game called at 5:19 to go in the game. He had the first break of the halftime. I guess essentially he had 2 coaches conferences there.
Yeah, we had that initial lightning delay that we came in right before halftime, and I thought that was probably really key because, one, they were lining up to kick a field goal. They got a good kicker, and 2, when we came back out after that first lightning delay, they decided to go for it, and they ran a little speed option toward our sideline, and Luke Gall looked like he was shot out of a cannon to come over there and make that stop. And I thought that was probably the key of the game right there, just getting that stop and not allowing them to go in and score right before halftime.
And tonight you have Neosho, and they've had a 0-2 start, which against some good teams.
Yeah, Neosho, it's kind of a tale of 2 different games because, week 1, they couldn't get out of their own way. I mean, they didn't look like they were ready to go, and Republic did, and it was just a different look. And then last week you watch them against Webb, and I thought they improved tremendously from week to week. And defensively they were good. Offensively they put up about 400 yards on Webb. It was 35-21 in the middle of the third quarter, and 21-7 with 22 seconds left in the half. So they played really well, played hard. They got a good running back. I think the Seiler kid is how you pronounce that. Really long, looks like he's about 6'2", 6'3", but maybe not that tall, but really long, slender kid who runs the zone very well, has some speed, probably their best player offensively. But they also have some other athletes. The number 4 out there on the edge is a very talented receiver. Caught some nice passes last week, caught a fade for a touchdown. And their quarterback, you can see him gaining confidence and getting better from week to week as well.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Jeff Hodgkin at American Family Insurance, 800 South Garrison Avenue here in Carthage. Stop by my office or call 359-3399 to see how we can help you with your insurance needs. Wishing all students and faculty a safe and healthy year. Go Tigers!
And we're down to 2 minutes, 30 seconds before kickoff time. And we'll go through the starting lineups for Carthage. At quarterback will be Caden Cabance, Luke Gall, and Brett Rockers will be in the backfield. Braxton Tate will be at one wide receiver, Cale Patrick the other. Tyler Willis is the tight end. Garrett Lillienkamp and Drew Mushy the tackles. The guards are Malachi Hausch and Anthony Strickland, and Gavin Van Gilder is the center. It'll be Tyler Willis, Max Williams, Micah Lindsay, and Anthony De Leon for Carthage on the defensive line. Linebackers are Silas Browning, Luke Gall, and Zach Lansford. Safeties are Clay Kinder and Davion King. Cale Patrick and Aiden Rogers are the corners. On the Neosho offense, Evan Haskins will be at quarterback. Jared Seiler will be in the backfield. They'll use 4 receivers, Cade Kammerer, Colin Kivett, along with Brock Franklin and Isaiah Green. Front line will be Jaden Carter, Seth Green, William Velasco, Nico Oliveras, and Carter Basley. On the front line will be Marcus Duncan, Grant Campbell, and Eric Renner for Neosho, along with Andrew Rupert. The linebackers, Levi Bowman, Pete Hauk, Zachary Goff, and Talon Mitchell. Landon Warnicki and Cade Kammerer are the corners, and the safety is Noah Reed. We mentioned those guys on defense. We'll look at them first tonight, as Luke Gall not only leads in rushing on the defensive side, he has 16 total tackles, 13 of those solo, but Davion King is pretty close, 10 solos and 12 totals. And one stat I really like so far this year is 19 tackles behind the line of scrimmage by the team's defense and 8 sacks.
That is definitely an improvement over last year's numbers. You like to see that, and just look for that to continue.
And we'll continue right after this word. Our kickoff brought to you by Community Bank and Trust. And come back here in 30. This is Tiger Football on KDMO.
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger Football opening kickoff. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that is small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Inside the numbers have already been played. That's brought to you by Jeff Hodkin American Family. And we look at the stats so far this year. Luke Gall, 33 carries, 429 yards, a 14-yard average. Boy.
Wow.
Earl Campbell, Herschel Walker, and
and
all
Luke
those guys,
Gall,
even the modern day guys would love that one.
No doubt, they sure would. And he's been able to well, I know he had a little bit of trouble just because they were bearing down so much on him. The Carl Junction defense was in that first half, but went in, made the adjustments at halftime, and boy, did he take off in that second half. Basically a quarter and a half to score 193 yards, 4 touchdowns on those 193 yards. And he had more, of course.
Total yards was 288 on 23 carries.
That's absolutely amazing. So, and really he got most of that in that second half. Mm-hmm. So did a good job at figuring things out at halftime, and boy, did he turn it on in the second half.
Caden Cabance is next in rushing with 179 yards. On the passing, Cabance is 11 of 18, 2 interceptions. One of those, can't really fault him. It was a tipped pass.
It was. It wasn't a tip 2 or 3 times, if I remember correctly, before a Carl Junction defender finally came down with it.
And Braxton Tate has 6 receptions for 65 yards, averaging 11 on the catch. I believe Carthage has won the toss. So far, we're 3-0 on kickoff. So always like getting that ball third quarter.
Oh, no doubt. And, that's been something that Coach Gotti has done pretty much ever since I've been here, just in the last few years. If they win that toss, they'll defer to the third quarter. Put that defense in. Well, the first game it worked. Mm-hmm. It worked last week, too, so.
It doesn't happen every week, but you still like that late second quarter touchdown, then you get the ball to start and maybe score again right off the bat in the third quarter. So.
That's for sure. Get that to at least 12-point, if not 14-point difference. You're right.
So Carthage will be wearing white tonight, and it'll be black with white letters for Neosho on the Wildcats side.
Otherwise known as the easy-to-see jerseys.
Yes. Neosho lost in week 1, 47-12 at Republic, and then was here and lost to Webb City last week by a score of 49-20. And the Carthage wins the shutout last week and then started off in impressive fashion, 49-7 over Ozark. So Neosho will be receiving on the south end of the field, and Carthage yet to break their huddle. We have softball coming up on Tuesday from Joplin. Had a nice little game Tuesday over in Carl Junction as they took care of the Lady Bulldogs 10-0 on that one.
Yeah, it was a really good game. Just a great job up and down the lineup. And then, of course, a great pitching performance by Elder. I believe she struck out 11 and walked 1, if I remember correctly.
Six in a row at one point.
6 in a row at one point, you're right. From that third out of the first inning through the second out of the third inning, nothing but strikeouts.
And the offense took advantage of 4 Carl Junction errors in that one, so you'd like to see the same. Joplin a little better record, so maybe a little tougher competition, but that'll be on the air Tuesday around 4:30 from Joplin. And next week at home, it'll be Webb City. So one way or the other, you get it over early, week 4. So.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hope for good results on that ball game, obviously, and on this one too, for that matter. As Chris Mejia has teed it up, but now the special teams head off to their respective positions. Have Isaiah Green and Brock Franklin, I believe, also back there for Neosho. And here's the approach. Down the middle, rather short. Taken by Green at the 5. He'll move to the middle of the field to the 15. Breaks through some tacklers, 25-30. He's off and running to the 40, 45-50. Still going in Carthage territory. And they finally catch him at the Carthage 30-yard line. There's been one downside in the first 3 weeks. It is the coverage team.
Rogers with the tackle there, saving the touchdown.
So 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Carthage backed up on defense quickly. A handoff to Seiler, and he gets a couple of yards to the 28.
You'll be hearing that name a lot. He is their primary running back.
Wrapped up there by Willis.
Seiler put up good numbers against Webb City last week. I believe he had 3 touchdowns in the loss.
2nd down and 8 from the 28. Fake to Seiler, throw out in the flat to Green. He's open down the sideline left, and he's ridden out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. He'll be about a yard and a half short of the first down. They put it back to the 22, so it is 2 yards to go on a 3rd down. High snap. Give it to Seiler. He's hit at the line and no gain there. So it's forces Neosho into a situation here on 4th and short. I would suspect they'd go ahead and try for it. On the stop with Silas Browning. DeLeon also there. So it's 4th down, less than 2. Delay. Quarterback tries to keep it, and they're going to pull him down for a loss, and Carthage does hold. Well, this was the story last week when Carl Junction kept getting some good breaks down in their territory, and the defense just shut the door.
Yep, I believe there's at least, 3 turnovers on downs against Carl Junction's offense last week for the Carthage defense. So
the quarterback Haskins tried to keep it, but Carthage did not buy the fake, and now the Tigers take over on their own 24. As they go left to right, for those of you listening and imagining in the old-fashioned way from the far hash mark. Give to Gall. They do a reverse, try to turn the corner. That's Patrick down the left sideline, 30-35. That should be enough for a 1st down. He's ridden out of bounds. We have a partition.
And we're working around that on the video stream as well.
So the next 61 yards are pretty much unabated. 1st down. Give it to Gall. Fakes left, goes right, and he'll move across the 40 to the 44, maybe back to the 43. They will give him the 43. It's still a gain of 4, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. just underway. Neosho got a kickoff return all the way down to the 30 of Carthage, but 4 plays later, the defense knocked him back. Now a first down and a subsequent 4 down and in motion at the far side, and they will hand it off. That's off to Rogers. Rogers is free to the 40, to the 30, 20, may make it to the 5, and they'll drag him down at the 2-yard line. Aiden Rogers, I believe that's his first carry, at least in this early in the game.
Exactly.
I don't have him down for any rushes, and so that's his first one, and he nearly made it in, but it's 1st and goal at the 2. So 3 plays already down to the Neosho 2-yard line. Keeping it is Gall on a direct snap, and he'll move forward, and he comes up just short. On the stop was Bowman. So it'll be 2nd and goal from there. They bunch it up on the line. Wings in front, and there's some motion, and they'll stop play. We have Gall taking the direct snap right now. So that'll set him back just beyond the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal from there. I think I saw Cabans come back in. And he is out there. So 2nd and goal, back to the 5. He'll take the snap, pitch to Gall, has a wall to the near corner, touchdown. So Carthage gets it going here at 8:43 in the first as Gall scores from 5. So it'll be Mejia to try to make it 7-0. Here's the placement. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So 1 possession for Carthage, and they take a 7-0 lead. Back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger football on KDMO.
Fair Acres Family-Wide cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The coaches, players, and their families all deserve a hearty congratulations and a sincere thank you for their sacrifice and hard work. As Fair Acres Family-Wide works to build strong kids, strong families, and strong communities, they know that good sportsmanship goes a long way in developing one's character. Fair Acres Family-Wide is proud to be part of Carthage and a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger broadcasts. Go Tigers!
Yards in 5 plays, and 7-0 Carthage after a near disastrous ending. The opening kickoff went all the way to the Carthage 30-yard line from Neosho, but then they were down to a 4th and 1, and they tried to fake to Seiler, the main running back, and Haskins tried to pick it up himself, and 3 Tigers just ganged up on him, and then 2 big runs, one by Patrick and then one by Rogers, set him up in great shape. Rogers came within 2 yards of scoring. It had a false start penalty in the middle of that on 2nd down, but Gall scores from 5 out, so it's 7-0 Carthage. And here's Mejia's kick. Another line driver, and it's going to be taken by Green again. He'll try to go middle once more, and he breaks past the tackler again and tries to turn the corner this time. It's not going to be, as Williams got him just inside the 20.
They had the beginnings of the same kind of play
Yep.
that they had on the first kickoff. Luckily got him, about 50 yards sooner.
No, they said there was a flag. I've yet to spot it.
It's on the far sideline by the 20-yard line.
So you would think that's a block in the back, and it is.
Almost got to call a touchdown for a person we haven't even really talked much about this season in Rogers on that first Carthage drive.
So he ended up falling into the end zone, but the referee said he went down at the 2. So this penalty backs him up to the 10-yard line for Neosho. 3 receivers out to the right. Back to throw. And being tripped up and sacked back at the 6 by Williams is the quarterback Haskins. Lindsay also there. So it'll be second down. They call it 16. 7-0 Carthage. 4 minutes gone in the game. Seiler goes straight ahead and not much there. He makes the 6, which was almost the original line of scrimmage. Again, Micah Lindsay was there.
You know those two are going to get to know each other really well over this game.
Yes.
Seiler and Lindsay.
So third down. Haskins to throw, still being chased. Gets out of the pocket now, comes out of the end zone. He's going to be tripped back at the 3-yard line. And there's Luke Gall again with tackles behind the line, leading the team in that category. And it's a 3 and out. So a clean exchange. Carthage should have the ball in great shape.
I got to tell you, Jim, the quarterback for Neosho kind of reminds me of another Neosho quarterback from 25 years ago named Eric Hughes. Good mobility.
Is that because he happens to be in here?
He's not in here anymore.
He was earlier.
He was earlier, but
here's a high, short kick. And it's taken at the 32-yard line and moved down to the 24. Taken there by Braxton Tate. And a great starting point, the 24-yard line of Neosho. Well, you started the first possession on the -24. You start this one on the +24.
That's a good way of evening out, I suppose. Yes. Average field position would be the 48-yard line, one way or the other.
It'd be great to get this one in here from 24 yards out, get a quick 2-touchdown lead as we're at 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Cabance wants to throw, fires out, it's got a man wide open at the 5. That'll be a touchdown to Tate. Check that. That's Rockers. And it's going to be a 24-yard reception. At 6:52. So 24 yards and a single play on that. Try to go 14-0. And they're going to try for 2, and there's a man wide open. That's Williams. So it's 15-0. Favor of Carthage. We'll take a 30 and come back. This is Tiger Football, KDMO.
The owners, staff, and management at Sirloin Stockade wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics but also in the classroom. Sirloin Stockade knows that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing the challenges of tomorrow. Sirloin Stockade is proud to be part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you to stop by before the game or during the weekend for a delicious meal that's just as good as home cooked. Sirloin Stockade, 1027 West Central in Carthage.
Delivering you the fake news. I apologize for that. It's Rockers, a 24-yard reception.
Either way, it was a great touchdown reception. One play off of the short punt and a nice pass, a nice touchdown, and the unexpected 2-point conversion. I guess it would be unexpected, wouldn't it? So 15-0, Carthage over Neosho.
So for the third time here in about a 5-minute span, Isaiah Green and Brock Franklin are back deep for the kick. The good news is it's 15-0 Carthage. There's another high kick, a little stronger this time, comes to the near side. And it's taken by Franklin, 15-20, and gained at the 19. Rockers is one of the guys there. Also Zach Lansford. So Neosho will start for their third possession, this time at their own 20. And we have a water break timeout, so we'll do the same. Come back here in 1 minute. 15-0 Carthage, 6:44 to go, first quarter. Tiger football, KDMO.
24 Elite Gym is rooting for the Carthage Tigers. At 24 Elite Gym, you get 24-hour access to cardio, strength training equipment, free weights, and unlimited tanning, all for only $24 a month. Memberships at 24 also include access to all 4 of their locations at no additional charge. On Elk Street in Carthage, 32nd and Main in Joplin, by the mall on North Park Lane in Joplin, and on Madison in Webb City, just north of Walmart. No matter where you live or work, 24 has you covered. 24-hour access, $24 a month, 4 convenient locations. Sign up is easy. Get started on your fitness journey today. Go Tigers!
In athletics, keeping score is required to separate winning from losing. In business, accounting is the art of keeping score of financial matters. The team at the certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be your financial score-keeping specialist. If your current method of keeping score doesn't measure up, call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090 to determine if professional accounting will benefit your business. Properly designed accounting and payroll services are an investment that will keep your business in the winner's circle. More than checks and balances.
Out of nowhere as Gall got a hold of the play after the timeout. So it is 2nd down and 10 on no gain. Tyler moved before the snap. They pass it off to the near side. It's taken in by Green, and he'll move to the 22 and forced out of bounds. Leading the charge over there was Willis. And Clay Kinder also in the neighborhood. So only a gain of 1 there. 3rd down and 9. 15-0. Not even halfway through the first quarter. Haskins wants to throw. He'll fire over the middle, ball in the air, and it falls incomplete. King gave it a shot, but it landed about 2 yards short of him. Seiler had it go off of him, and that so longingly in the air for an extended period of time, and King just couldn't quite get to it.
He was about 5 yards off trying to make that play. But yet another 3 and out for the Carthage defense.
And the kick on the way. Fair catch called and taken. Braxton Tate got a hold of it at the 45, so for the 2nd time. Carthage starts in Neosho territory.
Of course, we want to thank Carthage High School Athletic Booster Club for first quarter video streaming sponsorship. 1490kdmo.com, through the Carthage Tiger Sports Network on YouTube, through the Boxcast app, through your Amazon Fire Stick, your Roku, or your Smart TV.
First down at the 45. 15-0 Carthage. Handoff Gall goes over the right guard to the 35-30 and in for a first down across the 30 down into the 27-yard line. So it's going to be another first down for Carthage. However, we say, but this flag is in the backfield. So no speculation here. Personal foul on Carthage. So, see if that was after the play or not. They say it is first down, so it's going to be first down and about 6. Or did they going to make it 1st and 10 back? Yeah, they finally moved the chain, so it's 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Gall, right over the middle to the 30. Escapes, 2 men to beat, 15, and down to the 11. Mitchell on the stop, saved the touchdown.
Well, that's right where you want to be if you're the Carthage offense. With the ball being on the 11-yard line, you can still get another first down.
Yes, I always like that.
That's always my favorite. My least favorite is when you're on the 9.
Yep.
See, it's a kind of an all-or-nothing situation, but they're on the 11.
Back in the Marty years, that meant, well, here comes Lowry in 3 plays. 15-0 Carthage. 5:10 left to go.
Does that mean here comes Gall for 3 plays? You never know.
And here's Gall hesitating, now turns the corner to the 10, to the 5, trying to muscle his way to the corner to hit the pylon. Yes, he did. Touchdown.
Luke Gall over the right side.
So 3 first quarter scores by the Tigers. This one at 5:02. We've got 8:43, 6:52, and 5:02.
Goodness, goodness, and goodness.
Yes. So with a single point pending, it's already 21-0, getting that 2-point conversion on the last touchdown. Here's a high snap, but Mejia gets a good hold, and it's good.
The extra point is good.
So an 11-yard run by Gall, and the extra points. Now 22-0 Carthage. Back here, and let's go 30. This is Tiger Football on KDMO.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
I'm Adam Bridges.
And I'm Lauren DeBeauty, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agents.
And we've got you covered through all of life's wins.
Go Tigers!
45 yards in 4 plays. We have some early returns in other conference games. Carl Junction 7-0 against Branson. We have Nixa already 21-0 on Willard. Webb City now another touchdown, 14-0 against Republic. And we had Joplin 14-0. And I think I skipped through the Nixa score there. Yeah, that's it, 21-0. So it's already 22-0 here at 5:02 first quarter. Here's a high kick. It's taken by Franklin. He moves to the 20, tries to go sideways, and about 5 Tigers are there to meet him, led by King, it looks like. He got him around the ankles. Also there was Lansford. So after starting the game with a kickoff return to the Carthage 30, it was 4 plays and back to the Carthage Tigers, and they put it in for 5 plays. The last 2 possessions have been on the 10 and the 20 for Neosho, and they've been 3 and out. 2 receivers each side. Haskins, there's a flag and a stoppage of play. The referee fired that one. It's going to be a false start.
Yeah, there's 2 flags.
So it'll be 1st and 15. Scores by Gall, Rockers, and Gall again. Score by Rockers, a 24-yard reception. Haskins looking right now, being chased and sacked. Back to the 7. Williams was there, but I think Lindsey got him around the ankles first.
Evan Haskins tackled for a loss by number 54, Michael Lindsey.
So it's going to be 2nd down and a further loss.
Ball is being spotted on the 8-yard line.
So it's the 8-yard line. So it's now 22 to go. They'll pitch it out. Trying to get it to Seiler. Tries to turn it upfield, goes to the 15, makes the 17. Still a ways from a 1st down. 1 more play to get there. It's like Browning was there.
Number 28, Silas Browning. And number 5, Cale Patrick.
So it'll be 3rd down.
18-yard line, 17-yard line.
And about 13 yards to go for the 1st down on 3rd down. Haskins bobbles the snap, has to get rid of it, throws, and it's dropped. Tended out there for Isaac Green, and boy, that one bobble throws your timing off, because then you figure you're going to have to get rid of it quickly, and he threw it just a tad ahead. Green was open, but just that little muff messed up that play.
True, and that's something you won't see as much, I don't think, as they get later on in the season. This is week 3. Week 7, week 8, you may not see that much anymore, Jim.
Here comes the kick. A slow roller, and King runs away from it. Very wise, and down to the 45. So for the third time, Carthage starts in Neosho territory.
He really did just literally run away from that. He said, I don't want any part of that.
Like the
I'm getting away.
Holy Grail, and here comes the Trojan Rabbit. Run away!
Oh, goodness. We appreciate you joining us on air and online for Carthage Tiger football. From Bob Anderson Stadium in Neosho, a stadium I really don't recognize anymore, Jim. In a good way, of course.
First down from the 45 of Neosho. They give it to Cabance, and he'll keep it. Get a good block from Gall, and down the sideline he goes to the 30, 25-20. Still going to the 10. He will trip, but will he make it? Touchdown. That's from 45 yards. Another one-play drive, if you can call it that.
It's a good question. Is it a one-play drive? One-play score?
Yep.
Either way, it's a touchdown, Carthage Tigers.
So a chance to go 29-0. It's still in the first quarter. Here's Mejia. Low kick, but it got enough height, and it's good. So we're now at 29-0. At 3:22 left to go here in the first quarter. Back here, we'll go 1 minute this time. This is Tiger football on KDMO.
The telling someone you love them with McDonald's deal is as rare as it is special, since it's best shown by giving up the last bite, because a gesture like that is a true act of selflessness.
The hot and spicy McChicken sandwich is back, and when you buy one, you can mix and match another, a cheeseburger or a regular McChicken for just $1 on McDonald's D123 menu. Limited time offer. Price and participation may vary. Cannot combine with any other offer or combo meal.
Your Carthage McDonald's. Locally owned and operated by Shane and Kara Campbell. Go Big Blue.
Wes and Corinne Probert and the whole gang at Probert Auto Body wants to thank you for supporting our Carthage Tigers. With over 30 years' experience, Probert Auto Body is a full-service shop doing collision repair, paint, auto glass, spray and bed liners, and more. They're happy to help you with any job, big or small. Just call 825-4285 or come by the shop at 2030 Suburban Street, just off Fairview. Probert Auto Body is open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. Go Tigers!
The kick, and again, Green did it to open the game, and now Franklin comes across the 40, and he's ridden down at the 43. So the second time, Neosho's had a good starting point. The game started off with them at the Carthage 30, but 4 plays and out. And then since then, Carthage, we always talk about multi-play drives with this team that can do it. Well, they've had 11 total plays, and they lead 29-0.
That's absolutely amazing. 2 of those one-play scores.
First down from the 43, low snap, but Seiler gets it. He fumbles, and it's going to fall back inside the 39. Neosho, I think, got back on it. Some late scrambling, but I think it already went to Neosho, and it did. So that'll be a loss back to the 39. It'll be second down and almost 15. Coming down to 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 29-0, favor of Carthage. Two receivers each side. Swing pass goes out, dropped. Intended out there for Seiler. So it'll be third down.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 13 for the Wildcats.
And going into this week, Class 5, Carthage still, to me, too low down. Not that they are low down, but it's number 6 overall in the state. You'd think that would be at least a couple of shots higher. But
exactly.
A one-handed catch on the snap, and Haskins is going to have to pay the price again. Lindsey's got him at the 36-yard line. And Williams also was there. In fact, he actually got him first. He's a little shaken on the play, but he's okay. So 4th down and 13. And yet another punt here in the first quarter high kick, and it's going to land at the 30, take a nice roll inside the 20, and down to the 14, and another yard they let it roll to the 13.
Long punt by number 25, Landon Warnicki all the way down to the Tiger.
13. So 1:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Carthage 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns, plus a 2-point conversion on the second touchdown. Lead 29-0. So from the 14, Cabance will give to Gall, and he breaks a tackle, comes across to the 16, and he'll make the 17. On the stop was Marcus Duncan. So 4 yards on the carry, second down and 6. As I have to start taking the long look around. It's amazing, the first quarter, and you can take your time in the huddle. That's what Carthage is doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Receivers go out, 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Cabance looking left, swings it out to Gall. Gets the block, shakes the tackler, goes to the 20. He escapes for a first down. He'll make the 27-yard line. I might add, stay focused, though. It's still 3 quarters to go. And, you know, fumble return or an interception for a touchdown, they're right back in it.
Oh, absolutely they are.
But it is a first down on that little swing pass out to Luke Gall.
You know, Coach Gandhi is going to keep them focused.
Receivers go to the right, now 1 in motion. That happens to be Gall, who was flanked. No, that's Tate, I believe. He moves nuts. I'm sorry. Got the wrong number again. It's Rogers, who nearly scored a touchdown earlier. He tries to sweep it to the near side. And he will make the 36.
And they're moving the chains, so that's another Carthage Tiger first down.
And that will run the first quarter. After 1, Carthage 29, Neosho nothing. Back here in 1 minute, this is Tiger football on KDMO.
Back injuries, hand injuries, knee injuries, shoulder injuries, those are kind of the typical joints that you would think get a lot of wear and tear when people are doing physical jobs. There is a workers' compensation law, and that is to protect your rights as an injured worker. The workers' compensation system is tough to navigate at times.
Let Morrison, Webster, and Carlton advocate for your recovery. Call 781-5690. The choice of an attorney is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Beimdick Insurance is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Successful teams select great members, develop a solid game plan, and purchase the best equipment for the game. Beimdick Insurance applies this same philosophy when developing an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When looking for insurance, the right agent for your team is Beimdick Insurance. Give Beimdick a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue!
If you set your tone or your mood by the first play of the game, you got a little frantic. Neosho took the opening kickoff, returned it to the Carthage 30, but 4 plays later, the defense said nope. Carthage has had the ball 4 times since, have it now for a 5th possession, and lead 29-0. And they're now going from right to left. Back is Cabance to throw. Wants to go, going to go for it all down the middle of the field, and it's going to be taken in on a carom by Patrick. I think the defensive man got a piece of it, but Patrick pulled down the line of Neosho. I think he might have hands.
That's very possible.
So from the 21 of Neosho, a new set of downs for Carthage. As I mentioned, already leading 29-0. Receiver each side. There's Gall up the middle, gaping hole to the 10. He gets tripped up. I think he also slipped a little bit, but it's still a first down carry. They'll put him down at the 10. They say Duncan just got a piece of him. So another first and goal for Carthage. Long count. There goes Gall with it, and he'll make 6 yards to the 6. Nice little stick to keep Luke from going any further that time. Taken in there by Eric Renner and Pete Hauk. So it's going to be second down and goal between the 5 and the 6. Man in motion. Command standing up and is in for the touchdown. A long drive this time. Took 5 plays.
You know you're having a successful day when your long drive is 5 plays.
Yes. And Mejia will try again. And he is successful. 10:25 left to go here in. And it is Carthage 36, Neosho nothing. Back here in 1 minute.
Mike and all the staff know our student athletes have worked hard this year, and they give a big hand to everyone who has helped and encouraged the Tigers to have a successful season. Zyder Tax Services, serving Carthage and the surrounding area with tax planning and preparation for individuals and businesses, is proud to be one of the locally owned businesses that support your Carthage Tigers broadcasts. Join Mike Zyder, CPA, and the rest of Zyder Tax Services as they cheer on our Tigers. Go Tigers!
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
Chance this time, a 6-yard run. It's 36-0. And most of you know, but in case you don't, the fast clock will not start until the beginning of the third quarter. Here's a short kick, tipped by an up man, then taken by the second line of return teams for Neosho, and paying a price was Marcus Duncan as Davion King tripped him up, and Duncan comes off hopping. So Neosho will start on their own 39. So Neosho now left to right. Haskins dropping back, looking, throws, incomplete, nice stick. Incomplete. Ball intended out there for Franklin. So second down and 10 yards to go. Back again at the 39. 3 receivers up high. Haskins will keep it on the direct snap, go to the 40, and move his way to the 45. So it'll be third down and 4 from there at the 45. Kinder on the stop. So third down and 4. 36-0 Carthage. There's the snap. Haskins looking out. It's caught for a first down at midfield and to the 49 of Carthage. Tackle made there by Braxton Tate, and the catch was Cade Kammerer.
Tackle made by number 26, Braxton Tate.
So it's a first down in Carthage territory. Second time Neosho's been there, but we're turned away at the start of the game. Haskins throws another pass. It's caught. That'll be about 7 yards to the 44-yard line. So Kammerer on the catch. We're coming down to the 9-minute mark of the first half. Haskins on a direct snap. He'll take it, run forward, and go to the 41-yard line. He'll be 3 yards shy of the first down. But you know the score as it is. It's 2 plays for Neosho coming up.
Oh, absolutely. No choice, really.
2 receivers each side. Haskins will take it, fake it, throw, and it's through the hands, incomplete. Intended out there for Franklin. So it'll be 4th down. They need the 38 for a first down. 8:37 to go as the clock stops on the incompletion. Again, we have softball coming up Tuesday from Joplin. That'll be around 4:30, and then at home next week against Webb City. Last check, they were up 14-0 against Republic. So 4th down and 4. And Haskins takes the snap. Looking left, fires, and I don't know what happened there, but miscommunication and the pass overthrown intended for Franklin. I guess Haskins thought Franklin was going to go another couple of yards because that just soared over his head.
It did. Just a little bit of a miscommunication, and unfortunately for the Wildcats, it came on 4th down.
So the second time they've turned it over on downs. They've had 4 punts on the others. And Carthage will start at their 41-yard line in their own territory. $8:33 left to go in the first half. Since a 4 and out that started at the Carthage 30, that the defense held out Neosho. From any early damage, it's been all Carthage offense. Here's Cabance keeping. He breaks the tackle, breaks free at the 45, cuts up near side midfield. He'll get 9, maybe 10. He might get a good spot out of this, and he will. I thought he would have been marked at the 50, but they gave him almost two full yards.
I guess that front somersault did him really well.
It'll be first down in Neosho territory for Carthage. Tate on a wide right. High snap, Cabance will pitch to Gall. Cuts it up to the far side, 40-35, needs another block, and he's got it, and he's going to be on his way for a touchdown. And that'll be 48 yards out. Comes at 7:51 to go here in the second quarter, the second touchdown of the quarter, after a 29-point first quarter. So Mejia trying to make it 43-0. Short snap, but they get it down, and it's on the way. It's good. 43-0 with 7:51 to go in the first half. Carthage in front by a whole bunch. Back here in 1. This is Tiger football on KDMO.
Colors by Sean Painting is proud of the Carthage Tigers. When you need a professional painter, residential or commercial, look no further than Colors by Sean Painting. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Over 100 years of combined experience. Interior or exterior. Top-of-the-line paints and materials to make sure every paint job turns out beautifully, on time, and on budget. Call 417-529-9141. Google for reviews and examples of their work. 417-529-9141. Let's go Tigers.
Carthage Tiger Sports is all about teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Dr. Michael Woody and the team at Peachtree Dental support all of the players and coaches that make Tiger Sports so great. They offer a full range of treatment options that can be personalized to meet your unique needs and expectations, including orthodontics for all ages. Peachtree Dental always welcomes new patients of every age. For a better dental experience, give Peachtree Dental a call at 358-2233. Go Tigers!
43-0, the Carthage Tigers over the Neosho Wildcats. Carthage getting ready to kick off again. It's a low kick, taken at the 25-yard line, and a return still on his feet now, brought down at the 38. Mitchell with the return.
Now I know why nobody's sitting on this stool.
And now there's a flag after the play. There might be a little extracurricular activity. Jim trying to get the seating arrangement all done here. As we find out what that activity is, it's probably going to be a 15-yarder. But that's what I give for assuming.
Yeah, the flag is at the 43. Still, I can't find the referee. I see the other officials. There he is. Going to go on Carthage. It's going to be a major one. You know, that's 3 in 2 weeks. You really got to put a stop on this.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's closer games, that's going to cost you.
And that moves the ball into Carthage territory. Neosho will have the ball at 47.
And Haskins will take it. And he'll zigzag and get right back to the line of scrimmage as the Tigers swarm and get him for no gain.
That's a lot of work for no yards.
Yes. He actually looked like the old-fashioned top. He just stayed in one place, spun a lot. Second down and 10. 43-0 Carthage. Haskins wants to throw. It's caught. And catch made for about 5. Davion King gets the tackle on Davion King. So with the score as is, we will definitely be under the fast time starting the third quarter, and Carthage will have the ball to start the second half. Haskins looks left, throws out, crossing pattern, caught, first down at the 32.
Not a bad pass at all for that first down.
Isaiah Green got it, and Cale Patrick tackled him. So the ball at the 30-yard line of Carthage. And off goes to Seiler, and he'll move for a good gain to the 27-yard line. So he'll get 4 on that one. So Kinder made the stop, and it's second down and 6. Neosho not taking much time in the huddle. And they hand it off to Seiler, and he'll move to the 25, which will set up a 3rd and 4 at the 21.
Handoff, now a pass. Goes incomplete, which will make it 4th down and 4. Should be 4 down territory for the Wildcats, though, as they're down 43-0 with 5:44 to go in the first half. Appreciate you joining us on air and online for Carthage Tiger football. 93.5 and 1490 KDMO, and then, of course, through the video streaming platforms. And here comes 4th down. Back to pass. Now he's going to run for it. And it looks like Haskins gets the first down.
And it is to the 19-yard line. Sorry, the other job was calling. So.
And it's not Avon calling.
Yes. So from the 19, first down, swing pass out to Seiler. breaks the tackle 15, and he's hit out, almost out of bounds. Taken down by Kinder. So that should be close enough, if not first down. And they'll mark him back a little bit, so it'll be second down. Coming down to 5 minutes left to go. Neosho trying to get on the board for the first time. Here goes Seiler, and he's going to make it. That's a touchdown for Neosho at 4:55. And Seiler goes from 12. A nice little 8-play drive there for Neosho.
Seiler with a nice run for that score.
So Neosho on the board. Here comes the kick, and it is good. So it's now 43-7 Carthage. Back here in 1 minute. Tiger football, KDMO.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
Carthage, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram cheers on our Tigers. They want to recognize the hard work and sacrifices that the parents and coaches and their families make to help our student athletes be their best during and between the games. And don't forget, the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, keep Carthage, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in mind. Parts, service, sales, and financing, everything in one place and at competitive prices. Save a trip and shop Carthage. Go Tigers!
In 8 plays, and watch an onside kick. You have nothing to lose here.
Well, I mean, Carthage has been starting about the 45, 46-yard line. So it really wouldn't be much of a difference if they did an onside kick here.
And they will kick. And it's picked up at the 21 by Patrick to the 30. Gang tackled at the 31 and brought down there. On the stop was River Brill.
Number 12, Boston Patterson on the tackle.
Well, if his name was a few letters further in the alphabet, that would be not a nice name. 43-7, 4:48 left to go here in the first half. Carthage has scored on every possession. Handoff goes to Gull, breaks a tackle, maybe off and running again to the 50, to the 40. He's got an expressway down the sideline, and he will score yet again. Touchdown.
Number 14, Luke Dahl over the right side.
This time for 69 yards.
For a Tiger score.
And he's only a junior.
Somebody get that guy some oxygen.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Yeah. So he has scored 5 times tonight. A chance to get 50 before halftime. Now he is extra point is good. So it's now 50-7 as Carthage comes right back in one play to match the Neosho touchdown. Back here in 1 minute, Tiger football, KDMO.
Tom Garrison Construction knows what it takes to build a winning team. Hard work, commitment, knowledge, and accountability. Garrison Construction is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Sports and congratulates all of the student athletes on their hard work and dedication. Garrison Construction excels at remodels, metal buildings, roofing, and custom homes. Garrison Construction, serving Carthage and the surrounding area since 2006. Garrison Construction says, go Tigers.
Teamwork and good sportsmanship of our young student athletes are the keys to important qualities later in life. Likewise, Joe Ryder, your Carthage area Edward Jones financial advisor, understands the importance of making a plan and sticking with the long term. Joe is proud to be part of our community and is honored to support this broadcast of our Carthage Tigers. Joe Ryder of Edward Jones, 2142 South Garrison in Carthage, 358-9530, member SIPC, says, "Go Tigers, go!"
69 yards, one play. 50-7 in favor of Carthage. And Mejia, short kick, taken at the 10, 15 to the 20, and hit hard at the 26. I believe that was Franklin on the return.
Austin Patterson on the return. Tackle by number 6.
It'll be Neosho starting for the 5, 6, 7, 8th time in this half. And we have a break, 4:27 to go in the half. Officials timeout, 50-7 in favor of Carthage. And we'll just go 30 this time. This is Tiger football on KDMO.
Odds Food Products is proud of our student athletes and supports this broadcast of the Carthage Tigers. It takes everyone working together to make a great team, and that applies to Odds Food Products as well. You've known Odds' stellar reputation for over 70 years and appreciate the consistent quality of their salad dressings and barbecue sauces. Check out their products at your local grocery store. It's all good at Odds. Odds is glad to be a part of the Carthage community. Go Tigers, go Big Blue.
Go through some scores again in the conference. 20-0 second quarter over Branson Carl Junction. 28-0 Nixa taking care of Willard. That's second quarter score. 35-6 now Webb City against Republic. That's close to the half there also. We'll go through some of the other scores from the other leagues at halftime. So Neosho starts at their own 27-yard line. Haskins to throw. Catch made. It's good to the 34. Green, and tackled by Patrick.
I want to say thank you to Ferry Cruz Family YMCA for second quarter video streaming sponsorship. 1490 KDMO.com.
So second down and 3. Coming down to 4 minutes left to go. Haskins will keep himself. Dodge one tackler, but hits a gang right at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Lindsay led the way. Also coming in was Kinder. So third down. They need the 38 for a first down. De Leon also there, so give 3 Tigers credit on that one. Haskins wants to throw. Catch made, and then Green hit behind the line and dropped. So it's going to be a fourth down as Green lost yardage back to the 12. Cale Patrick made the tackle. Calling a lot more names on defense tonight.
That's true. I mean, goodness, with a 43-point lead, a lot of people are getting some playing time, even in the second quarter.
And the kick is away by Wernicke. Taken on the fly at the 40, near side to the 50. I believe that's Tate, across the 45, and he takes it to the 44. So Carthage again, good starting shape. They've had 2 plays on their last 2 possessions. They've both been touchdowns.
Goodness.
Tigers are going to start first and 10. The Neosho 44-yard line.
And this is the 4th time now that they've started in positive territory. So from the 44, have a handoff, goes straight ahead to the 40. And that's Clay Kinder. So I think Gull's night is over on offense. And maybe possibly on defense too.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So second down and 6. Nice pickup there by Kinder. Caban still at quarterback. And they sweep it to Patrick. Tries to turn the corner. He does so. 40-30 down the sideline to the 25 and near the 24 and knocked out of bounds. Well, if anything, it's a showcase for some of the other guys now.
That's two players like Rogers, which we, just got to call him on his first major run earlier on in this half.
So first down from the 24. 50-7, Carthage, final 2 minutes of the first half. Caban's looking left, wants to throw it out there, does so through the hands, incomplete. Intended for Braxton Tate, and he'll tell you he should have caught it. As will I.
Right. That's really about the only thing that hasn't gone right for the Carthage Tigers in this first half.
So second down and 10 from the 24. Carthage has scored on every possession. Hand off Kinder, big hole. He's going to go to the 15 and down to the 13. Taken down by Noah Reed. So enough for a first down. Coming up on the fifth play of this drive, which started at the Neosho 44. So the ball at the 13 on a 1st and 10. Again, there goes Kinder. He's going to go to the 5. He's going to get another first down, depending on the spot. And I think they're going to give it to him at the 4. That's what he needed. And the linesman from the far side, who makes the mark on that side of the field, obviously, puts him at the 4, so that should be enough for a 1st and goal.
Under a minute to go now.
But he marked it wrong. It's 2nd and short. All that build-up. Clock down to 43 seconds. Straight ahead. Touchdown yet again. This one goes to Kinder at 37 seconds. So Mejia, who's going to be soaking his feet tonight. Here's a short snap, but they get it down, and it's good. So it's now 57-7 in favor of Carthage. With 37 seconds, I guess we'll just hold it here. That'll be 66 yards on 6 plays. We had a 29-point first quarter and now a 28-point second quarter.
So basically,
back to the record books, maybe.
Right. That two-point conversion is really why it's a 57 and not 56.
And that was done on the second score, mainly just as a dry run. Since you had 2 quick scores, you figured you could still get by with 13 at that point.
Right. And they've gotten by with 13 and a few more.
And sometimes you got to run things in game conditions, whether the score is lopsided or not.
Right.
It wasn't at the time, but they've proved to themselves they can run it if they need to. So, have I said Mejia's kicking it off? He did it again. Taking on the run at the 20. To the 22 and down to the 24-yard line. That ball might have popped out.
And now there's a flag, I believe.
Yep. That might be a late hit. Kinder made the stop initially. And if it is, those are, like I said, you've got to stop that. One of the linesmen conferring to the referee. And we finally get it here. Personal foul this time on Neosho. Well, you don't want them to do it either.
Right.
And we're down to 1 second on the clock, so we probably won't even snap the ball after this penalty's marked off. Well, I think the clock's messed up because, boy, it didn't take, seemed like kickoff shouldn't have taken 36 seconds. The Neosho coach just spotted that. I saw them waving their arms and pointing to the north, which would only think you talk about the clock.
Right.
So we're putting it back to 30 seconds. I know I haven't gotten enough sleep this week, but I don't remember falling asleep there for. So the ball at the 20 following the penalty. Haskins looking right, throws left, fires out. It's intercepted. And receiver wasn't out there, and it's picked off by Cale Patrick. Well, he was the only one in the neighborhood.
He was.
Ball will be spotted at the Neosho 35. .22 seconds to go, and Carthage really doesn't have to snap it if they don't feel like it. On top of everything else, they will get the ball to start the third quarter, and they're leading by 50 right now. They still have not started the clock, most likely because of the change of possession. And they will go to a knee. So that will end the first half here at Bob Anderson Stadium in Neosho, and it's been Carthage, 57-7 at the half. We'll take a 2-minute pause and come back. This is Tiger Football on KDMO.
American Family Insurance.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Carthage, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Bob Brown from the Bob Brown Agency. Call me at 358-9715 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Robert Brown, agent at Bob Brown Agency, 417-358-9715, or stop by 1921 South Garrison Avenue in Carthage today.
Carthage area residents, did you know you can have internet connections without phone or cable lines? It's easy to go wireless with eCarthage.com. Get high-speed wireless internet for your home starting at $50 per month. Do you need a super fast connection for your business? Ask about the eCarthage fiber optic internet service. Do business at the speed of light with eCarthage.com. Their local support technicians are ready to help. So call today, 237-7300, and get connected with eCarthage.com. Let Community National Bank and Trust be the co-captain of your team at home. As a of the Carthage Tiger broadcasts and a solid member of our community, Community National Bank and Trust can be counted on to provide you top-notch service. As a conservative and solid bank, they offer competitive loan rates and checking and saving accounts geared to reward you. Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. Hello. To see you. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
President Levi with eXp Realty has been helping the folks of Carthage and surrounding communities with all of their real estate needs since 2014. Striving to meet his clients and helping them achieve their goals is what his business is built upon. Give him a call today at 417-540-6565 to see how Levi can help you with your next move. Levi Utter with eXp Realty wishes all the Carthage Tiger student athletes a healthy and successful school year during the sports season and in the classroom. Go Big Blue.
Kicked off to Neosho to start things. And it was Isaiah Green almost taking the opening kickoff for a touchdown, but he was tackled at the Carthage 30. But just like last week and the week before against Carl Junction and earlier against Ozark, the defense said, you're only going to get 4 chances, and we're going to stop you. And that's what they did. And since then, Carthage has just been steamrolling, and then we've got new construction over here just to the south of the stadium, and I think they've borrowed some of the equipment here tonight.
Yeah, there's a tag team called Heavy Machinery, and
Yes.
they've been doing that against this Neosho Wildcat, not only offense but defense, firing on all cylinders to say the least. The Carthage Tigers in this first half,
and it's 7-7 score. And
needless to say, there'll be fast clock in the second half.
Yes. So we'll be probably doing a few more ads here in the half to try to get ourselves ahead and going, so we don't get bottom heavy at the end of the ball game. Scoring went like this: 8:43, Gall a 5-yard run, 76 yards, 5 plays for a 7-0 lead. Then Rogers a 24-yard reception, or Rockers rather, 6:52 to go. That was 24 yards in 1 play. 5:02, Gall scored at 11 yards out. 4 plays and 45 yards to make it 22-0. There was a 2-point conversion on the second touchdown. Then Gall a 45-yard run at 3:22. 29-0, 36-0 at the 9:15 mark of the second quarter. This time it was Caban. Then Gall lose 51 for 48 more yards, 43-0. Seiler scored for Neosho at 4:55 to go in the second, a 12-yard run. That was 53 yards, 8 plays. And then, wouldn't you know it, 1 play near midfield, Luke Gall takes off again, this time 69 yards, 50-7. And then at 37 seconds, with Gall out of the offensive lineup, Kinder, the featured man, and got so far maybe a capable backup there if Luke goes down.
Absolutely.
As he looked good on that drive, scored from 4 to make it 57-7.
Of all the Gall.
And to top it off, the first half ended with a Cale Patrick interception. Patrick has figured well into this game on both sides.
Definitely. And like you said, I think you said it minutes ago, I believe we have seen the last of Luke Gall in this game on both sides of the ball. And really, I think Carthage is going to be able to bring in some younger players, get them some playing time in this second half. And we'll see, not only see what they have this year, but maybe see what they have a couple years down the road as well.
And our halftime brought to you by Mother Road Coffee on the west side of the square in Carthage. We'll hear from them. And I guess we'll go ahead and come right back after that and talk a little more. 57-7 at half in favor of Carthage here in Neosho. This is Tiger football on KDMO.
Mother Road Coffee is a proud supporter of Carthage Tiger Athletics. Located on the west side of the square in downtown Carthage, Mother Road Coffee offers premium coffee, Italian sodas, iced coffees, fraps, and delicious smoothies. If you prefer tea, we serve loose leaf tea from the Hugo Tea Company. We offer a variety of lunch specials, including homemade wraps, paninis, salads, and soups. On Fridays, we serve made-to-order flatbread and gluten-free pizzas. Mother Road Coffee is open at 7 a.m. Monday through Thursday, 6:30 a.m. on Friday, and 7:30 to 3 on Saturdays. Come see us at 325 South Main Street and enjoy the best coffee in Carthage. Go Tigers!
57-7 in favor of Carthage. Led 29-0 after 1, and then 28 additional points. Look at the conference scores. These are pretty much all halftime. It's Carl Junction 20, Branson nothing. Webb City 42, Republic 6. Nixa 28, Willard 7. Joplin 35, Ozark 7. And the score there for Carthage, 57-7. We'll look over at the Big 8. Reed Springs shutting out Mount Vernon, 28-0. Boy, they looked really good halfway through last year and took a skid, and they're bound to go 0-3 so far this year.
That is a little surprising.
And Monette is a touchdown ahead of East Newton right now. That's 7-0. Aurora taking care of them. They may be 32-6 at the half.
Wow.
And Lamar 25. By 31. Ozark Conference, West Plains. Marionville 16-0 over West Rand, which is West Randolph County up in Moberly. So that was a long drive for them to fall behind 16-0. And Sarcoxy 30 over Pierce City 6. Lockwood shutting out Rich Hill 32-0. Stratford taking care of Miller 35-0, and Lighthouse Eagles, I'll have to look that one up, taking on Diamond, and it was a 7-3 score there, Diamond trailing. Got some other scores, some independents. Jasper taking care of Appleton City, 46-0. And I have some Oklahoma scores. Verdigris taking on Miami, 35-0 Verdigris. Wyandotte 8-7 over Shoto. Commerce 21-0 against Chelsea. Fairland 14-0 over Liberty. Colcord against Afton. It's Colcord 41-6. And Kansas scores. Pittsburgh having a tough time with Chanute 7-0 at the half. We have Butler on the Missouri side taking on Fort Scott, and Butler's leading that one 18-14. Winfield taking on Labette County. It's 14-7 Winfield. Columbus destroying Coffeyville right now 32-0. Parsons 19, Iola 6. Colgan struggling with the Bulldogs of Galena. It's 6-0. And that's about it. Girard 28-0 over Baxter, kind of expected there. And Riverton leading by 5 over Quapaw, 19-14.
You were talking about a long drive. It kind of reminded me of a college game last week when Vanderbilt, the Commodores, paid a team $350,000 to bring him in to play.
Wow.
And Vanderbilt ends up losing. So you bring him in, you bring him all that way, and you pay him, hey, we'll pay you if you come and play us, and you end up losing the game. So at least it may be a long drive, but hopefully not that much money exchanged for the game.
Well, relatively speaking, Moberly's 260 miles, and West Randolph County is the next town over at Huntsville. So you're looking at a good 4-hour drive usually.
True. I mean, goodness gracious, go play a game. So you have to leave early, get there, warm up, play the game, turn around and come back. I'll bet you're pretty beat by the time you get back home, win or lose.
And we're ticking down about halfway through halftime.
Watching the Pride of the Ozarks.
Yes.
The Neosho Wildcat.
You were a part of, I guess,
band.
years ago.
I was a part of that 217 years ago. Little different.
So you were part of the Missouri Compromise, huh?
Okay, pretty much, yes. I compromised and played tuba after my 6th grade year. Let's just say that. So, but I got to tell you, Jim, it is a little different here than what I'm used to seeing. Of course, the Neosho High School graduate, but with all the construction going on, like you talked about, the new Performing Arts Center located next to the gymnasium. Of course, the baseball field is no longer there. There's the field house, or the soon-to-be field house.
The press box is still there. It's probably indestructible. I noticed it was still there.
It'll be there after everyone is gone. It'll definitely be there. And of course, the visiting stands, and now the turf is a couple of years old. So the campus just looking absolutely amazing here at Neosho Bob Anderson Stadium.
I mentioned last week in passing that Neosho was to me, growing up in Joplin, I also had like 4 other hometowns, and Neosho is definitely one of them. So I took a little nostalgic tour around the square today before we got here. So
absolutely, and there's a resurgence on the square, and a lot of businesses coming back, and it's Carthage, Neosho, Southwest Missouri. It's a great place to live. You grow up around this area. It's always neat to see how these towns are growing and thriving once again.
Because it's pretty much, for me, I know you're probably not interested, but it's kind of like growing up in Joplin, but, you got Carthage, Webb City, Neosho, and Pittsburgh are pretty much towns I call hometowns because I've been to them so much.
Right, exactly. And, of course, growing up in Neosho, you would always go to Joplin. You'd go to Carthage. Mm-hmm. There would be things like the Maple Leaf that you would always be a part of. You would make that a part of your yearly routine, and so always need to come back. Even if it's as an opposing announcer, if you want to call us that, it's always neat to come back and see how they are doing.
Well, I always say that I better watch criticizing Neosho because it could be one of my relatives.
That's a good point. Or I might know somebody. It might be a child of somebody I graduated with.
And we'll take another break. It's 57-7 at half. Carthage against Neosho back here in 2 minutes. This is Tiger Football on KDMO.
During this Carthage Tiger broadcast, Freeman Health System congratulates all Carthage students, both athletes and those cheering on the Tigers. Teamwork, honesty, and integrity are qualities that will help make those young students the community leaders of tomorrow. Locally owned, not-for-profit, and nationally recognized, and with over 80 specialties across more than 30 locations in the 4-state area, Freeman Health System provides a wide array of medical and behavioral health services. Freeman Health System. Care matters here.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Jeff Hodgkin at American Family Insurance, 800 South Garrison Avenue here in Carthage. Stop by my office or call 359-3399 to see how we can help you with your insurance needs. Wishing all students and faculty a safe and healthy year. Go Tigers!
Boomer's Barbecue at 1123 West Central Avenue in Carthage cheers on our Carthage Tigers. From the coaches to the parents and teachers, it takes a lot of effort to help our student athletes and the rest of the student body reach their goals. And Boomer's Barbecue salutes all who make our Tigers great. Boomers is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and they thank you for your business over the years. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Carthage alumni Willie Wagner and the entire crew at Boomer's Barbecue say, go Tigers, go Blue.
Seatown Hounds is cheering on our Carthage Tigers. Seatown Hounds Grooming and Daycare is located at 1308 Oak Street at the four-way stop. Do you need someone to care for your dog during the day? Does your dog need some playtime? Or is your pup looking a little too hairy, poopy, shaggy, or scruffy? Heather and Connie at Seatown Hounds are here for you. Doggy daycare and grooming open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday. Seatown Hounds is a proud supporter of Carthage Tiger Athletics. Go Big Blue.
If you just tuned in, we'll go through it again because it's a long list. But Neosho got the opening kickoff, took it to the Carthage 30, but the defense just body slammed them right there. They got, I think, within a yard and a half, and then they tried to fake to the running back. Quarterback decided he wanted to keep it, and he lost yardage on that fourth down play.
He sure did, and yeah, it was understandable trying to fake out the defense for Carthage, but you're right, they didn't bite, and a turnover on downs, and here comes Carthage.
And 5 plays later, 76 yards. Gall scored one of many touchdowns tonight, 7-0. Then the next 4 possessions for Neosho were 3 and outs, and then the next one was over on downs. And in the interim, it was Gall at 11 yards on a run. Rockers on a 24-yard reception. Gall another run of 45 yards, 29-0 after 1. And then it continued at 9:15. Cabance a 6-yard run, 36-0. 7:51. Gall 48 yards, 43-0. At 4:55, Seiler a 12-yard run, 43-7. Gall a 69-yard run at 50-7 at 4:34, and at 37 seconds in the half, Kinder a 4-yard run, 57-7, and I will be getting the program out, I'm sure, on both teams here in this second half.
That's true. I mean, Carthage will have the opportunity to bring some guys in that maybe have not seen some varsity action, and it'll be neat to see how they can contribute. And like I said before, maybe see what they have a couple years down the road.
Looking at the rankings, which is into week. We looked at 5A. Jackson is number 1, Webb City at 2, Raytown 3, Holt is 4, Columbia Battle is at 5, Carthage at 6, Fort Osage 7, North 8, who is struggling 9, and Ladue is at number 10.
Like you said earlier, and I totally agree, Carthage at 6, I really think they're going to go up after this performance. At least I would think so anyway, because it's just been an incredible performance just in this first half especially.
Now we look at some of the other classes in 6A. Raymore Peculiar leads the way. St. Louis DeSmet is at 2. St. Louis Christian Brothers at 3. Joplin is at number 4. Liberty North is 5. That's from the Kansas City area. Francis Howell, the St. Louis Metro, is 6. Nixa at 1-1, number 7. Lee Summit North is at 8. There's a tie at the 9 spot. Hazelwood Central from the St. Louis area and Kansas City Park Hill South, they are tied at number 9. So that puts a total of 10 there with a tie.
9A, 9B.
Yes. Smithville leads 4A. We'll look through some of the schools, nobody out of our area. We've heard of West Plains and their reputation. They're at number 2, and St. Louis Country Day, who has, I believe, the same amount or one less champions than Webb City does, state championships. They're in at number 3, so you can always figure them in the top 10. On the 3A side, Blair Oaks is at number 1. And we look through the others, and nobody from our area except for Cassville. They actually dropped out after getting beaten last week. They were number 8 last week. 2A side, Lamar leads at number 1. Fairgrove is in at number 3. And we have Mountain View Liberty. They're a little bit east of Springfield, but a team that Lamar generally ends up meeting in the playoffs every year. They're ranked number 8. And Windsor is still leading the way in Class 1. Look down, Marionville's at number 5. That's our area team right there. And that West Randolph team, they came in, Jasper ranked number 7. We better double check that score. They may have put that in backwards.
That's really true.
Because West Rand is ranked 7 in 1A, and if they're getting beat by Jasper.
That is true, because I believe, isn't Jasper 8-man? Is that right?
I am not sure. I don't think they're back up, but that's what our scoreboard said.
Okay.
So we may have to recheck that.
That's true.
We got time for another break. We'll come back here in 2 minutes at the half. About ready for the third quarter. 57-7 Carthage here at Neosho. This is Tiger football on KDMO.
Tony Williams State Farm Insurance is a proud supporter of Carthage Tiger Athletics. If you've had life call an audible on you or just need better coverage, Tony Williams and his experienced team can help get to the end zone with the best coverage for your specific needs. Auto, home, life, business, and more. In the office, over the phone, or online. There's several ways to get a free quote today. Tony Williams State Farm Insurance, located at 2232 Grand Avenue. Tony Williams says, go Tigers!
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
A lot of factory work, people are standing on their feet, but they're also using their hands in a repetitive motion, lifting things heavy repetitively. So we see a lot of repetitive type injuries to those body parts too, but just the wear and tear that the body takes when you are doing, a labor type job.
Let Morrison, Webster, and Carlton advocate for your recovery. Call 781-5690. The choice of an attorney is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Drew Evans Investment Companies of Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut cheer on our Tigers. They're proud to be part of this Carthage Tigers broadcast. Hard work, diligence, and persistence give big rewards in life. So make it count, Tigers. The owners and employees at Whistler's and Daylight Donut want only the best for our Tigers and the entire student body. Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut. Dine in or carry out at all locations in Carthage. Go Tigers. Go Big Blue. Sponsored by Drew Evans Investments.
It's Jasper 46, Appleton City nothing. You may be right about. I'm sure you're right now, being 8-man, is Appleton City not a very big program. And it's actually West Rand is in Marionville tonight, and Marionville is shutting them out. So number 5 is beating number 7 right now, 24-0.
Oh, wow. Still, that one's just a couple scores from being back close.
Got time to go through one more time on the conference scores. Carthage leading here 57-7. Carl Junction's added a touchdown, 26-0. Still 42-6 Webb City against Republic. Nixa 28-7 over Willard. And Joplin 35-7 against Ozark. Boy, you look at these teams that Carthage has yet to meet. One of those will be Webb City next week, but you're going to have to run through Nixa and Joplin, too, before it's all over.
That's true. It's by no means no soft schedule this year for the Carthage Tigers.
Lamar leading 25-7 against Mack County. And Monette's added a touchdown, 14-0 against East Newton. Hollister up by 9 in the third quarter against Seneca, 30-21. And Nevada beating Cassville, 38-20. And Reed Springs shutting out Mount Vernon by a score of 28. And it is West Plains 20-0 against Rolla. Now we have mentioned Marionville 24-0 against West Strand. Then we have Ash Grove beating Stockton 30-22. Ash Grove is state ranked. And we have Sarcoxy getting their second win of the year, looks like 30-6 over Pierce City. There's another local program that's usually pretty good, and I believe that'll be second, maybe the third loss for Pierce this year.
We appreciate you joining us on air and online. Of course, 93.5 and 1490 KDMO through the Carthage Tiger Sports Network on YouTube, through the Boxcast app, through your Amazon Fire Stick, your Roku, or your smart TV, through 1490KDMO.com. And finally, Jim.
Yes.
I think we're ready to start the second half.
Was that what we're doing? Okay.
I believe so. Neosho, of course, is kicking. Carthage will receive after winning the toss and deferring.
And trailing by 50. Let's see what Neosho will do to start. See if they can get an extra possession out of this. Here comes the approach. It's going to be a short kick to the near side, and it's picked up at the 35 and run out of bounds at the 36. Taken in by Silas Browning, and he basically just ran it out of bounds. So it'll be at the 37-yard line. And we'll give you, if there are substitutions here in the third, we'll give them to you.
I'm just looking to see if there's a number 14 out there, and it doesn't look like there is.
Nope. Looks like we got Cooper Jadwin at quarterback. That is the case. And the handoff goes to Eby. He tries to turn the corner, and he gets to the 40-yard line. So gain of 3 on his first carry. So it'll be second down and 7. I'm hoping that's Eby. It would look like the spelling would be a long E. I'm sure I'll get corrected by next week. If not somebody yelling at me right now. Second down and 7 yards to go. I'll do better next week, Aunt Martha. 57-7. Favor of Carthage. Fast clock in motion. Receiver comes in motion, and they give it off on the jet sweep to the near side. 40, 45 to the 48-yard line. Should be enough for a first down. And that will be a first down. It was Jackson Davis Maxey. So a new set of downs for Carthage, as we most likely will be in real time, because Neosho will have to score how many points now? 24, 26, 28? First is 49.
I believe it would be 22, if I remember correctly. My addition is correct.
Here goes Jadwin keeping up the near side, cuts back near hash mark 40 to the side. He pops the ball out, and I think Carthage got back on it. Well, that's one thing you got to do if you're out here playing as a reserve, is cough up that football, because you just kind of lengthen the game. You're out here kind of to clean up, but also to impress the coaches. So
absolutely. I noticed that ball was really kind of loose in that right arm. Not about a run by Jadwin, just needs to kind of get that a little bit more secure as he's running. Got a good gain, though, that's for sure.
To the 33-yard line of Neosho. 57-7, Carthage led 29-0 after one, 57-7 at the half. 29 and 28, first and second quarter points. Jadwin gives off, and it's going to be next to nothing on this one, as Eby got the carry. So it'll be second down and 10. Gall has scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touchdowns tonight. Kinder and Cabance, and Rockers have scored the others. Neosho's score came at 4:55 to go, second quarter. Second and 10, no gain on the play. Handoff goes to Eby again. He'll try to back his way across the 30 and do so, taking a pile with him. And they'll mark him at the 29 before they finally blow the whistle. So 3 minutes gone here in real time. Tigers need the Neosho 23 to keep it alive. And Carthage trying to get some time. They haven't started the play clock yet. Now there they go. So third down. Don't know what the delay was before they started the clock, but the referee slow dropping the arm. So now we're ready to go. Third down and 6. Coming in motion is Maxian. Here's a high snap, and it's going to be covered up by Carthage back at the 44, 46-yard line. So a high snap, and fortunately, it was recovered by Jadwin. So that's going to set up a 4th and forever.
Looks to be about a 4th and 21.
And now the punting unit's going to come in, and they definitely need the practice because they haven't had that many so far. So it'll be Lindsay to punt. Back deep is Green. High kick. Green looking at it. The ball takes a nice roll. You better get a hold of it before it goes in the end zone. It's finally downed at the 5-yard line. That ball looked like it was going to take off, and it took a big hop.
Not a bad punt there.
Yeah, very good by Michael Lindsay.
Definitely.
I mentioned they could use the practice on the punting. Lindsay's only punted 3 times. Cabance has punted once. That was on a quick kick. That's always a good thing if you don't use that punter.
Oh, no doubt.
Here's a high snap. Starter's still in there for Neosho on a 5-yard gain. That'll go to Jared Seiler. On the stop by Davion King, who's still in there. So it's going to be some of the starters in there. I see De Leon still in there. Rockers is there. Here's a fake and a handoff, and no gain on this play. Maybe a yard as he falls forward. Seiler again on the carry. Looked like Zuniga was the man there to get him. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Back to throw. Haskins throws it out. Incomplete to the far side. Tended out there for Kammerer. So it's 4th down for Neosho. So we may have a kicking game the rest of the way. As Neosho will see Wernicke go back about 3 or 4 yards deep in the end zone. Davion King will stand at the Neosho 40. 57-7 Carthage as we're past the halfway point of the 3rd quarter. Here's the kick, and nearly blocked. Takes a sideways bounce after hitting at the 38. It's down by Neosho just across their own 40. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Carthage there. Left at the 40-yard line. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 5, I believe 6 punts now for Neosho. And we have an official's timeout. So 5:12 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Carthage 57 and Neosho 7. Back here in 1 minute. Tiger football, KDMO.
Since 1978, Reeves Tire and Automotive has been servicing the repair, tire, and wheel needs of the 4 states, offering a full line of tire industry top brands at competitive prices and car and truck repair with superior service and experience that can't be beat. Reeves Tire and Automotive is located at 2504 Grand Avenue and open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Get rolling with Reeves and get rolling with the Carthage Tigers. Go Big Blue.
The owners and staff at Grace Lanes, just east of the Carthage Square, wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics, but also in the classroom. They look forward to our young students achieving their goals and the promises of tomorrow. Grace Lanes is proud to be a part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you about bowling leagues on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. Or stop by for an ice cream and a smoke-free bowling experience Monday through Saturday. For more information, go to gracelanes.com. Go Tigers!
No scoring thus far, but boy, there was a whole bunch first half. 57-7 Carthage, and that is the score. Carthage second possession of this third quarter. And now we have a sideline warning against Neosho. The linesman on the near side was right there to throw the flag. Try again. 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Here is a keeper. That's by Mason Rose, and he'll get about 8. Tried to turn it upfield, then go sideways, then paid the price there, but it's going to be a gain to the 33-yard line. So we're going to have to go to the counselor's office to get all these names. 2nd down and 3. And receivers go left and right. Eby still there at the running back position. And Rose will keep, try to turn the corner, does so, 35-30. Moves inside the 30, gets a first down, and he's at the 26.
Mason Rose on the carry around the right side. Tackle made by number 25, Landon
Warnicki made the stop. We're down to 4 minutes by the time Carthage snaps the next one. That's in the third quarter. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Neosho 26, 57-7 Carthage. And Eby gets the carry, and he'll move for positive yards. He'll make it to the 23-yard line. On the stop for Neosho, Pete Hauk. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Carthage back home against Webb City in 2 weeks. Be back on the road to Branson. I was looking at the schedule. Don't know how many of the conference teams, but Neosho one of the few that have back-to-back home games. Carthage is alternating all year long. 2nd down and 7. Here's a sweep to the left side. Davis Maxey tries to turn it up. Now fakes out a man. Goes for that first down. He got to the far hash mark and then cut an abrupt right and gets a first down at the 14.
What a move.
Noah Reed finally stopped him. I thought he was going to be hit, and then all of a sudden he's still going. He made a sharp turn to the right.
But like many others in this area, he didn't use his turn signal.
Yes. So coming down to 2.5 left to go in the third quarter. Rose awaits the snap, and they will fake it. He'll take it straight ahead to the 10, to the 5. He'll make it. Touchdown. Mason Rose. He'll take it from 14 yards out. So Carthage into the 60s in this one. Need to fill out a credit slip for next week. Might need them.
Right.
So that was a nice 40-yard drive on about 5 plays. And, yep, Mejia's here. It is up, and, yep, it's good. So it's now 64-7 in favor of the Tigers of Carthage. We'll go 30 seconds and come back. Tiger football, KDMO.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent, Kelly Out, is proud to be a part of the Carthage community and knows that planning for the future makes all the difference in a person's life. The personal values of hard work, truth, and honesty will help our young students become good citizens and the leaders of tomorrow. Kelly Out, your local Farmers Insurance agent with offices just off the Carthage Square at 231 East 4th Street, is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger broadcast and says, Go Tigers!
5 plays and 64-7 favor of Carthage. So only surrendering 14 against Ozark, shutting out Carl last week. So defense has allowed 21 points thus far in 3 games. You'll take it big time.
Oh, absolutely. And getting some much-needed rest going into next week's game against Webb City. The offense should be ready to go by then.
So we have Micah Lindsay along with Mejia. Mejia is still, I started to say Lindsay's going to kick. He did so in game 1. Here is a catch made to the near side and turning it upfield to the 22, the 26-yard line is Neosho. And we have an unreported number, as usual is the case. Happens every game. If this were like basketball, it'd be a technical, which it should be. So. 5 yards back and 10-second runoff, or especially tonight.
Right.
64-7, Carthage. And keeping it is Haskins, and he's going to be smothered for a loss. That'll be back to the 26-yard line, led by Jackson Davis-Maxey.
Evan Haskins on a quarterback keeper. Jackson Davis-Maxey. A.B. Mejia on the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd down and 12 yards to go. Haskins to throw it out. That's complete to Green, and he's immediately smothered. Nice play out there by both Ryan Phillips and Aiden Rogers. As we're under a minute left to go here in the 3rd quarter, it's kind of got a glitch to it. It seems to stick, and then 5 or 6 seconds run off. Here's a pass play out in the flat. It's caught by Green. Well short of a 1st down at the 32-yard line. Taken again by Rogers. We'll see if this is the last play of the 3rd quarter. 4th down, they need the 38, Neosho does. And they look back, and we have a timeout, or do we have a motion? False start on Neosho.
False start against the offense.
And now they'll elect to kick. Now we start the clock again with 20 seconds to go. And Neosho, if they choose, would not have to snap until the 4th quarter. And they will go ahead, and the kick is away. Ball bounces at the 45. Another good roll for Neosho, and bounds at the 39 for Carthage. And that's where they'll take it over as the 3rd quarter ends. 64-7 after 3, Carthage against Neosho. Back here in 1 minute. Tiger football on KDMO.
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
If your lawn is completely wild, it's time to bring in Turf Tamers and create a green turf that's calm and lovely. Turf Tamers will rid your lawn of the unwanted weeds and unsightly, funky grasses that have made your lawn a wild kingdom. Give them a call at 417-434-0810. When they arrive, you just leave it to them to tame that turf and have your neighbors admiring it. Turf Tamers, the name says it all. Turf Tamers, 417-434-0810.
The 39-yard line for Carthage in their own territory. They're leading 64-7. Wonder how you got that odd score. You had a 2-point conversion on the second touchdown and made it 15-0. So 1 quarter to get through here in real time. Looks like I have another quarterback out there for Carthage. Here's a pitch play. Goes to Eby, and he moves to the 40 and to the 41-yard line. We have Braden Tate at quarterback.
We appreciate Levi Utter with eXp Realty. He was a third quarter video streaming sponsor.
It's be a pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8 at the 41. Gall, Rockers, Gall 2 more times, Cabance, Gall, and then Gall again after a Neosho touchdown. Kinder and Mason Rose have all scored tonight for Carthage. Here's a keeper. That's by Tate, and he moves to the 45.
Number 10, Braden Tate on the carry.
On the stop was Howell. So 3rd and 5. They need the 49 of Carthage for a first down. As obviously Carthage will go to 3-0, and Neosho will drop to 0-3. 10:40 left to go. Ball middle of the field at the 44-yard line. Receiver comes in motion near side, fake to him. Keeping it is Tate, and he'll be a couple of yards shy of the first down. He'll cross the 45 and make the 47. And they need the 49, so it'll be 4th down and 2.
Braden Tate on the carry. Levi Bowman on
So you need 2. And so far, every indication Carthage will go ahead and make a try for it, as we're under 10 to go.
Is that Braden Tate or is that Brady Carlton?
Receiver goes in motion, and they'll sweep it off to Davis Maxian. Down the field he goes for a first down. Turns it up at the 45 of Neosho, and he will make the 40-yard line. On the stop will be Noah Reed.
Ball's being spotted on the 40-yard line where it'll be the first and 10 for the Tigers.
64-7, Carthage.
If it's 5'7", then it's Braden Tate. If he's 6 foot, it's Brady Carlton.
Receivers go left and right. Here goes Eby again. He'll make it for 9 yards, and he'll cross to the 31-yard line.
Jonah Heavy on the carry.
So it'll be short of a first down, and 2nd down and a yard to go. So another 2 minutes are about to tick away after this play is over. Ball at the 31, need the 30 for the first down. Out and a keeper. That's Tate to the 30, first down. There he goes to the right sideline. He will make it in for a touchdown. And that goes from 31 yards out. And it's at 8:07 left to go in the game. And unbelievably, it is now 70-7.
Wow. I was expecting that coming into tonight's
and I don't think
matchup.
You can't tell them not to play either. So.
That's exactly right.
So it's maybe 71-7 here. Kick is up, and it is 71-7 in favor of Carthage. As I said, save them up for next week, boys. And we'll take another 30-second pause and come back. This is Tiger football on KDMO.
Carthage Ford is proud to bring Carthage High School sports to you live every week. Competition builds good character in our students, and a sense of teamwork and good sportsmanship only serve to make our student athletes better citizens. The employees and management at Carthage Ford say go blue, go Tigers. And remember, Carthage Ford delivers competitive deals every day. There's no need to leave Carthage to find a good deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle. You can buy right and feel good at Carthage Ford.
So that was a 61-yard drive on 8 plays. We look back to the first half. The first 11 plays for Carthage, we talked about it, produced 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
It's been that way ever since.
Yep.
And we will have a new kicker. He is going to be in the whirlpool till next Friday.
Right.
Going to see the podiatrist on Tuesday. Here is the kick. Taking at the 20 and fumbled. Picked up again. And finally dropped to the 23 of his own accord is Neosho. Patterson on the return. And the ball will be at the 23. So we have our final official timeout on the field with 7:45 to go. And this is not a misprint.
No, it's not.
Carthage 71 and Neosho 7 back in 30. Tiger football, KDMO.
Beimdick Insurance is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Successful teams select great members, develop a solid game plan, and purchase the best equipment for the game. Beimdick Insurance applies this same philosophy when developing an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When looking for insurance, the right agent for your team is Beimdick Insurance. Give Beimdick a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue!
It's like most of the starters still in there for Neosho. Haskins and Seiler in the backfield. Receivers 2 on each side. They're trying to run out the next 7:45. Haskins throws a little crossing pattern caught at the 25 to the 30, turning the corner. Flag on the play at the 40, down the sideline 50. That is going to be Green, but all he's going to do is run time off the clock because there is a flag. That's back at the Neosho 30. And that a shame. That was a good run.
It really was. A nice play, nice run after the catch, and unfortunately, I believe it is coming back, like you said. And legal block in the back, yep. So the clock continues to run, now to 7 minutes to go in the game.
So the ball will be placed at the 20. So the block happened up the line a little bit, so it'll not be a major penalty. It'll be first down and 13. Here goes Seiler trying to turn it upfield to the 30 and ran out of bounds there on the Neosho sideline. Taken out by Skylar Honeycutt. That's enough for a first down, though. We're trying to get through halfway point of this final quarter. And now we have a whistle. Whatever it was, minor adjustment, I guess. Here's a pass out to the flat. That's Kammerer. And he stays in bounds. Nice run there to the 40. And he gets about 8 to the 41. Nice little tight steps there to keep in bounds.
He did. Good job to gain a few more yards. He gained about 4 yards after that little stunner step.
That's enough for Neosho, first down.
So now they got to get the chain moved. Before the ball was snapped, they get it out to Seiler, and he's up the far side. 50-45 down the sideline, 35-30, 25 may score. He will be ridden out of bounds inside the 9-yard line. Flag is on the play technically. That play shouldn't have got underway because the chain wasn't set. That may be what the flag's about. Although that was the area in which Seiler was running on that far sideline. But the clock does continue to run. We're under 5 to go. It will be holding on a Neosho. So it'll be first down and 7 now. Far hash mark from the 47. Seiler goes across midfield, and he'll make the Carthage 48. So it'll be second down and about 3 yards to go from the 49 of Carthage. Haskins wants to throw, fires out far side. He's got a man out there, but he overshoots him. Tended out there for Isaiah Green. I'll tell you what, if Haskins zeroes in next couple of games, he and Green are going to cause some trouble.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And then the combination of him and Seiler, look out.
Down to 3:30 by the time they snap the ball, which is right now. And with the ball is Seiler. He'll turn it up the near side this time. Down the sideline, 40, and ridden out of bounds. That'll be at the 23-yard line. So Davis Maxey saves the touchdown. And I guess this is kind of what you saw last week against Webb City for Seiler. But a little late now. Down to 3 minutes to go. Seiler will take this one. Cut back to the right side, has some blockers. Gets another block, 25 to the 10, and he'll make it for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Jared Seiler over the right side.
So from the 23-yard line, Seiler scores for Neosho at 2:52.
Seiler, I believe, responsible for both Wildcat touchdowns.
That happened at 4:55 of the second quarter. So the extra point will be forthcoming. Here's the kick. It is on the way. And it's good. So that makes it 71 to 14. And we'll go ahead and take a 30 and come back. This is Tiger Football on KDMO.
The telling someone you love them with McDonald's deal is as rare as it is special, since it's best shown by giving up the last bite because a gesture like that is a true act of selflessness.
The hot and spicy McChicken sandwich is back. And when you buy one, you can mix and match another, a cheeseburger or a regular McChicken for just $1 on McDonald's D123 menu. Limited time offer. Price and participation may vary. Cannot combine with any other offer or combo meal.
Your Carthage McDonald's. Locally owned and operated by Shane and Kara Campbell. Go Big Blue.
Just joined us, the teams have matched touchdowns in this quarter, but the score is 71-14 Carthage. If you're going down Central, make sure you don't cross the center line when you just heard that.
Right.
Carthage scored 29 first quarter points, 28 in the second, 7 spot in the third, and 1 here in the fourth. Neosho scored at 4:55 to go in the second, and just moments ago here, 2:52 in the fourth. Awaiting the call and getting ready to kick this one off. And a short kick down the middle of the field. Taken at the 15 to the 20, 25, and to the 30-yard line. And hopefully Carthage's offense can just go 4 plays, maybe even 3, to get rid of this clock. So it'll be first down at the 30 for Carthage. They scored on their first 7 possessions. Actually, on their 8th possession, I forgot to write down TD next to that other drive start. So 8 possessions, 8 touchdowns in that first half. Clock under 2 now. Trying to milk that clock. Tate back at quarterback. He'll fake and keep it himself. Zigzags across the 30 and goes to the 35, short tackle down there.
Tell you what, Jimmy would be happy with 8 possessions and 8 touchdowns in a game, let alone first half. That just goes to show just how great Carthage has been in this game.
It was Hill on the stop, and second down and 5 at the 35. With all the scoring, we'll have a short post-game show, which I always like that. So
the longest part will be talking about the touchdown drives.
Yes. Handoff goes to Eby and hit at the 40. Should be enough for a first down, and that'll probably kill the clock. He was hit hard, but he's back up. Langford on the tackle for Neosho, but that should be a game-ending play right there, at least in terms of killing the clock in 4 sets of plays, which you probably won't even get past this first down.
Yep. 22-second difference between play clock and game clock.
So last play of the game coming up here from the 41-yard line. Man in motion, and they'll sweep it to the far side. That's Witt. He'll turn it up to the 45, and he's down at the 47-yard line with 15 seconds to go. And, folks, that's going to do it. What a night for the Carthage offense. Final score, Carthage 71 and Neosho 14. We'll take a 3-minute pause and come back. This is Tiger Football on KDMO.
D&D Sexton Incorporated, Highway 571 north of Carthage, is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tiger athletic teams. D&D Sexton Incorporated has refrigerated carriers for all your refrigerated cargo needs. At D&D Sexton Incorporated, safety is always their #1 priority. D&D Sexton Incorporated, Highway 571 north of Carthage, wishes the best of luck all year long to the Carthage Tigers athletic teams.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
The Ross Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors cheers on our Carthage Tigers. Financial advisors Ron Ross and Tony Kennard know that any successful team plans, works hard, and sets goals for the future. They want the best for Carthage's student body, who will be our community leaders in the coming years. The Ross Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors is proud to be a part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer and non-bank affiliate of Wells Fargo & Company.
The love of a family is a very special thing. From the time we are children, it's our family that teaches us how to walk and how to talk, that gives us a sense of belonging. The wisdom of our grandparents is passed down through our parents and then on to future generations through our children. The love of a family never grows old. It just grows. A love that lasts forever. The Nell Mortuary in Carthage, locally owned since 1882.
Tom Garrison Construction knows what it takes to build a winning team. Hard work, commitment, knowledge, and accountability. Garrison Construction is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Sports and congratulates all of the student athletes on their hard work and dedication. Garrison Construction excels at remodels, metal buildings, roofing, and custom homes. Garrison Construction, serving Carthage and the surrounding area since 2006. Garrison Construction says, Go Tigers!
In athletics, keeping score is required to separate winning from losing. In business, accounting is the art of keeping score of financial matters. The team at the certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be your financial score-keeping specialist. If your current method of keeping score doesn't measure up, call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090 to determine if professional accounting will benefit your business. Properly designed accounting and payroll services are an investment that will keep your business in the winner's circle. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
29 first quarter points. Didn't look like it was going to start out that way. We'll get to the scoring after the next break, but 29 first quarter points, 28 second quarter points, 7 in the third and fourth quarters respectively. 71-14, and the old adding machine started burning up an armature on that one.
It sure did. I haven't seen a score like that in quite a while, and just a great game all around. Not only from the Carthage starters, but players who don't normally get that much playing time saw some good yardage and made some great plays and scored a couple touchdowns.
And we'll talk about those couple of touchdowns. Plus, after hearing from ecarthage.com, back here in 30, Tiger football, KDMO.
Carthage area residents, did you know you can have internet connections without phone or cable lines? It's easy to go wireless with ecarthage.com. Get high-speed wireless internet for your home starting at $50 per month. Do you need a super fast connection for your business? Ask about the eCarthage fiber optic internet service. Do business at the speed of light with eCarthage.com. Their local support technicians are ready to help. So call today, 237-7300, and get connected with eCarthage.com.
Numbers brought to you by Jeff Hodkin, American Family Insurance. At 8:43, the first quarter, Gall got a 5-yard run, 76 yards, 5 plays, and those 76 yards was following the opening kickoff when Neosho took it to the Carthage 30. Then on a 4th and short, turned them away, got the ball back, and Luke Gall was off and running again tonight. So that was 7-0 at 8:43. At 6:52, Rockers a 24-yard pass. Williams got a 2-point catch, 15-0, 24 yards in one play. And then Gall, 11 yards on a run, 45 yards, 4 plays, 22-0 at 5:02. 3:22, Gall a 45-yard run, another 45-yard drive with 1 play, 29-0 after 1 quarter. And then 9:15, Cabance finished off a 87-yard drive in 5 plays. A lot of big chunk plays. You can tell that many yards in those few plays.
Right.
And made it 36-0. Gall scored from 48 yards out at 7:51. Another one-play drive, 48 yards on the run. Seiler scored for Neosho at 4:55 from 12. 53 yards, 8 plays for the Wildcats, 43-7. At 4:34, Gall, another one-play scamper, this time 69 yards, 50-7 at the 4:34 mark. And then Kinder coming in for Gall looked very well, featured on 6 plays and scored from 4 yards out, 57-7 at half. And then had 3 different quarterbacks during the half for Carthage. Mason Rose scored 1 touchdown at 2:12 in the third to make it 64-7. And then Braden Tate got a 31-yard run at 8:01 to go in the game. That made it 71-7. Neosho scored at 2:52 on a 23-yard run by Seiler for the final of 71-14. I'm exhausted.
Oh, absolutely. And it got me to thinking, Jim, from the second half of the Carl Junction game into the first half of the Neosho game, Gall, 9 touchdowns.
Yes.
In basically 4 quarters.
A 99-14 in 2 games.
Wow.
For Carthage.
Wow.
And those are Inside the Numbers, brought to you by Jeff Hodkin American Family. Back here in 30, this is Tiger Football, KDMO.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Jeff Hodkin at American Family Insurance, 800 South Garrison Avenue here in Carthage. Stop by my office or call 359-3399 to see how we can help you with your insurance needs. Wishing all students and faculty a safe and healthy year. Go Tigers.
In the COC, it's Nixa 49-14 fourth quarter against Willard. Joplin has beaten Ozark 42-7. We have final Carl Junction 33, Branson 7, Webb City 56, Republic 20. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be tired next week if this keeps up. Both 71 by Carthage, 56 by Webb City. And look over on some of the other conferences. We'll scan through those. Hollister's extended their lead 42-27 fourth quarter against Seneca. We have Aurora. That's no report since halftime. It was 32-6 against Rogersville. And Nevada wins over Cassville 46-20. Monette beats East Newton 14-0. Lamar over Mack County 31-7. And see, Sarcoxy won, or they are winning third quarter 50-6 against Pierce City. Lighthouse Christian taking on Diamond. Lighthouse wins at 20-3. And the final, Marionville number 5 in 1A takes on West Ran out of North Central Missouri. Tonight they're number 7, but it's all Marionville, 24-0. So that's some of your scores.
Absolutely. And of course now we have to come up with a play of the game brought to you by Wilkinson Pharmacy. And goodness, so many to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
Which one will it be? I guess we'll find out, what,
Yes.
30 seconds?
Yep.
All right. We'll be back with the Wilkinson Pharmacy play of the game in 30 seconds. This is Carthage Tiger Football on KDMO.
Wilkinson Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers and tonight's play of the game. It takes hard work, good practice habits, and dedication to succeed in sports and in life. And everyone at Wilkinson Pharmacy is proud of our Carthage Tigers for all their efforts on and off the field. Wilkinson Pharmacy and their knowledgeable staff work hard to bring you the best possible products and services every day. So go see them for all your pharmacy needs. Located at 2017 South Garrison, or give them a call at 358-4840. Wilkinson Pharmacy says, go Big Blue.
My bid, believe it or not, after all these touchdowns, goes back to that fourth down and short play at the beginning of the game when Neosho took the kickoff all the way to the 30. Went for it on a fourth down, about 1.5 yards. They faked to Seiler. Haskins, the quarterback, decided to keep it, but there was 3 Carthage defenders right there looking at him, and he actually lost yards on the play. Carthage came back, and boy, the Express was rolling after that.
It sure was. The only other thing I would think of is not even a touchdown run, but a run by a man named Rogers.
Yes.
Who set up that first touchdown on the sweep, and it was a great play. And I believe, if not his first run of the season, then one of his first few runs of the season. And of course, that set up that score, and then score after score to the 71-14 Carthage victory.
Well, make sure you bring your abacus next week to Carthage, because Webb City and Carthage will hook it up. We'll be on the air around 6:45 for that one from Hafner Stadium. The final score here once again, Carthage 71, Neosho 14. Thanks to Chasten at the studio, and for Chris, Jim Taylor saying we'll talk to you next week from Webb City to take on the Carthage Tigers.
This has been Carthage Tiger Football on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network. Carthage Tiger Football, brought to you by Colors by Sean, Mother Road Coffee, Wilkinson Pharmacy, Jeff Hodkin American Family Insurance, the Bob Brown Agency, Tom Garrison Construction, Grace Lanes, Probert Auto Body, eatcarthage.com, Jerry Poston State Farm Agent, McDonald's of Carthage, Schmidt Associates, Farm Bureaus Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges, Nell Mortuary, Joe Ryder of Edward Jones, D&D Sexton Incorporated, Community National Bank and Trust, Sirloin Stockade, Beimdick Insurance, Carthage Ford, Carthage Chrysler, Fair Acres YMCA, Pearson Kelly Office Products, Morrison, Webster and Carlton, Reeves Tire and Auto, Drew Evans Investment, Tony Williams State Farm, Peachtree Dental, Boomer's Barbecue, Freeman Health System, Clothesline Cleaner and Car Center of Carthage, Kelly Out Farmers Insurance, Zyder Tech Services, Ott Food Products, Seatown Hounds, Turf Tamers Lawn and Landscaping, 24 Fitness, Ross Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors, and Levi Utter with eXp Realty. Your home for Carthage Tiger Athletics, 93.5 and 1490 KDMO, and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.